Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.
Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition. This is for Monday, the 26th of August. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather stays wet for one more day. Then we look pretty dry for the latter half of this week. And, of course, eyes are on Tropical Storm Dorian. Will that thing impact the Southeast United States? Let's see if we can answer some of your questions. Here we go. This is the upper air look today. Trough digging down into parts of the southeastern states, giving us dynamic support for rain today. There's the visible satellite view, pretty much all of Alabama with a cloudy sky. And as advertised, we have large areas of rain across the state. Really no thunder, just a rainy day. And that's a day that many folks have been wanting because of the dry conditions of late. And heat, no problem today. We're not in the 90s. We're not in the 80s. In fact, some spots not even in the 70s. Look at Fort Payne. They've got 68 degrees at 2 o'clock. That's not bad for an August day. Birmingham at 75. We go back in the 80s tomorrow. The heat west of the state. Heat advisories for much of Texas. A few spots in Oklahoma and Texas under excessive heat warnings. Got an enhanced risk of severe storms through tonight for places like Kansas City and Tulsa, north and west of Alabama. But our air is cool and stable. No severe weather problems tonight. This is tomorrow. Marginal risk to the west. And on day 3, Wednesday, drier air begins to move into North Alabama. Better chance of rain shifting down to the southern half of the state. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Again, the west is dry. Alabama, 1 to 2 inches for most locations. That does count the rain we're getting today. But the tropics are worth spending some time on here. A couple of things to watch. Number 1 is Invest 98L, which is well to the east of Charleston. And that will likely be a tropical depression by the time you watch this video. And that is headed up toward the Canadian Maritimes, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and then the North Atlantic. But everybody's buzzing about Dorian. So let's take a look at the satellite view. Latest data from the National Hurricane Center. Top wind 60 miles per hour, moving west at 14. Here's the official track from the Hurricane Center. The guys down there bringing up to hurricane strength, Category 1 hurricane status, as it passes just south of Puerto Rico and nears the eastern tip of Hispaniola. And then it would be a tropical storm coming up through the Bahamas Friday into early Saturday. And, of course, what happens from there? That's the next big question. Let's look at, first off, tropical models. Pretty tightly clustered, and you can see that most of them do bring it into South Florida over the Labor Day weekend on Saturday. And again, I stress at this point, there's not much skill in forecasting the placement and the intensity of a tropical system more than 7 days in advance. But if I were in, obviously, Key West or Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Daytona Beach, I would keep a very close eye on this. The big question is interaction with Hispaniola. That is a very mountainous island, and I've seen it many times over the years where it just tears these things up and it doesn't even survive. But if it can make it past, and you can see most of the models keep it a little north of that big island, it could strengthen and could be a hurricane by the time it comes up on Florida. So where does it go from there? This is the output from the European ensemble, and that shows the uncertainty. You got some members that recurve it east of the United States. Some bring it into the northern Gulf, which would impact Alabama. You got 1 or 2 members want to bring it towards South Texas. So, everybody can guess, but that's not what we're in the game to do here. There's just no skill at this point in determining what happens beyond a week from today, beyond Labor Day, but I would certainly keep a close eye on that. This is the intensity guidance for Dorian. Most of the models either have this as a Category 1 or a tropical storm through 5 days. And a lot of that's going to depend on interaction with land. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on this thing in coming days. But let's go right to the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4, deep upper low, just north of Minnesota, and a cold front coming down the Mississippi River. In advance of that, we'll expect a number of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Probably not as rainy as today, but we'll expect scattered to numerous showers and storms with highs back in the 80s, most likely mid-80s, with some sun. And then Wednesday, the air will be drier over North Alabama. The better chance of showers shifting down to the south. Highs upper 80s, and Thursday should be a very nice day. Sunny, warm, low humidity. We start the day well down in the 60s. We'll probably see some of the cooler spots in the 50s. High would be in the upper 80s. And Friday, for North Alabama, the day will be sunny with a high close to 90, a chance of showers over the southern quarter of the state. This is Saturday as the Labor Day weekend begins. And if you're beach-bound, understand there's a chance of showers, yes, but not a washout kind of thing here. The northern half of the state still looks fairly dry on this run on Saturday. And then Sunday, moisture increases statewide with a chance of showers and storms. And that's not to say it's just going to rain and rain, kind of like today, but no doubt we'll see at least a passing shower or storm from time to time, highs in the 80s. And this is Labor Day, a week from today, Monday, the second strong upper high over Denver. And down below that, a very deep pool of moisture, so it looks a little unsettled with scattered to numerous showers and storms, highs in the 80s on Labor Day. Let's look at the European. This is Labor Day evening at 7 o'clock local time, and it's got a low that would be Dorian over North Florida at that point, somewhere north of Tampa Bay. And again, that is very much in the air. This will change radically from run to run. That's just deterministic output. We prefer the ensemble approach. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, the 5th of September. Ridging building over the east. That's probably going to be a little hotter with only isolated showers if this verifies. Look at the spread on the GFS ensemble output. This is rain for Birmingham. Some members are almost at 7 inches, some at 1 inch over the next 15 days. And a lot of that's probably the uncertainty involving the tropical system. The mean, about 3 inches. And highs on this run mostly in the 80s, but don't be shocked if we see some 90s in September. We almost always do. We know that, but at least on this run, highs look very manageable with mostly mid to upper 80s and lows many mornings down in the 60s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.